You have clothes? Are you wearing clothes? Good God, I hope people are wearing clothes while watching this. Or case closed, like Columbo. Turn it off. You know, he had the little, the Dober dog. You know, he had like a jowls. He had like a jowly dog. Well, we're live on the computer, and also I've wrote down things on my wrist or on my hand, and I didn't take any substances or anything, but it says here I could have streamed to LinkedIn, Kick. That's where all the influencers go when they run into trouble or walls. Instagram, TikTok. I didn't know how to figure that one out. Rumble. Who the fuck is going over to Trovo? Or it says Mux, Whip, Substack. Get this one. Amazon Live, Telegram, Steam, Daily Motion, No Live. What the fuck is No Live? Doyoyo, Kakao TV, FC2 Live, and Vaughn Live, and Scoop. I don't know why I'm doing that, but yeah, if you've seen it, we are broadcasted now on the internet, and it's live forever. And then I don't know. After that, it's a video, I think, and then it's not live anymore. Yeah, people always go to me, is this pre-recorded? Is this pre-staged? It's like, nothing's pre-staged. What the fuck do you mean pre-staged? But we got a lot to go over because I heard there's a gender war. Yeah. So I'm here to settle the gender war once and for all. Women are the better gender. They not only can they create life, they can also make cookies. But war has broken out, and you know, it's warfare out there. People are losing their fucking arms and legs like a Barbie doll or something. They're getting singed. Like, people are ripping Ken dolls apart. Fucking Stretch Armstrong is goo everywhere. I don't know. And it's being fought, not in the trenches, but on the internet, where if you turn it off, the people go away. But it's a gender war. I had no idea this was going on. A war of which gender is the best. But I've been told, have you seen the new Sabrina Carpenter video? And my chat GPT script here is telling me, what's that next word? I can't know. But she's not on her fucking hands and knees, you know? Like, but I've been told we have a clip, so we're a clip channel now, that's what we do. So let me roll the clip.
Remember, if you're going on a vacation, put a couch on your car. Give this a try. It's sensational fun.
I don't play no union blues. I smoke old stogies I have found.
Short, but not too big. By no means, by no means. King of the road.
Good Christ! That wasn't the fucking clip. What? But I've been told, well anyway, you know what? It's a house tour. It's going on the house tour. And let me find the actual fucking thing, if it's here. How do I work this? Let's not put up my bank details. There she is. That's the gal. That's her. She's the best. She's better than every fucking woman that ever came before. Like, who cares about Mary Carey? You know, they thaw her out around Christmas time. She discovered radiation, and that's my headphones. They just fucking died. And what else? Amelia Earhart. You know, the best women pilot ever. You know, until she like crash landed and crabs and fucking tortoises ate her or something. But I'm not here to talk about those great ladies. No, I'm here to talk about the real she's like pushing boundaries. You know, she's doing something brand new with her image, and she's not as big to me as like Chapel Roan. Like she's like fucking massive like me. Like I'm a big portly kind of man. I'm not afraid to say it. You know. But anyway, we're not here to talk about her. We're talking about Sabrina and her carpentry, because she made a house. I think she made her house, and she's gonna stay in her house, or like she'll drive on the road. But someone said she hates men, and I don't agree with that, because she runs them, runs them over with her car, and then films it. Let's play the actual. Where's the actual clip? What's kind of crazy is I didn't know that's how people got hit by things go. They go flying up in the air like fucking Grand Theft Auto NPC. I didn't even know it was that was possible. But a thing it reminded me of is with the cigar. It reminded me of that one image of Jerry Seinfeld, and that's his name. He had a big jaw on his cigar. Yeah. But somehow the cameraman or woman, survives. But I heard she's gonna disembowel a man on Jimmy Fallon next. Eat him out, like, and then people will go, she ate with that. She ate. She's gonna eat a man fucking alive on stage. I think it was in her manifesto. She had it in her manifesto. And then it says here, play the clip. Fuck, I already did. Play it, well, play it again. Oh no, the vehicular manslaughter. That's horrendous. A man fucking dies and people cheer? What is this? But, anyway, forget all about that stuff, where's this thing? What about, there's a great one, I'll tell you what I really love, Chapel Roan. Because, she's having a hard time as of late. And I figure now is when I strike, So, I'm really coy with it. I go on the Google. Because I want to see them ham hocks, And then she's taken. Already. But, she's a great catch. But I have the feeling if we were running the catch like a bus, we'd run out of breath before it took off and after. You know what I mean? But I was thinking, pink pony, the pink pony thing. Well, I'm going to open up my own club, and it's going to be called the Big Fat Fucking Pink Pig Club. For big fat fucking pigs like me. And, we're going to sniff for truffles, and it'll be a sniff phenomenon. But, Chapel Roan's big, she's too big to fail. But no matter how, much black clothes, I wear, I'm still going to put cushions on my stomach so I can see my cock. Is what I've been told. But, I don't want to be skinny like fucking Gary Busey. It doesn't matter how much times he goes on about the buttered sausage. I don't want a buttered sausage. But what happened was I had like a chicken curry pie before I started the stream, and I'm really feeling it now. And I don't want to listen. I know judge not lest thee be judged, and I don't like shoving my my beliefs down anybody's throat or anything, right? But when Lent, I did Lent. It's not as hard as Ramadan, where you have to abstain from everything for the whole day, and then you have a big gluttony fucking gorge. But listen, when Lent ended, I ate like it was the Last Supper, and the problem with it is that it was so good that like every night I was doing it. So I've gained like 50 fucking pounds in the span of a week. But my delivery driver, he's giving me always dirty looks, and he's like fucking Judas or something. Now he doesn't even just look at me, but he takes a photo with like the flash on, and I fall out of my house on the pavement, embarrassed. But you know DoorDash? Well, I briskly will have to walk because I'm a huge fat guy, and I've got my big fat tip ready, and I open it and it's Mormons. They're not food, so I shut the door because I don't want to. The tip is for the fucking guy. I'm a gluttonous fat fucking pig, you know. But Chapel Roan, I'm really after her because I can barely catch my breath, just thinking and talking about her ham hocks, and people getting down on her and just saying, oh, she's a rotten lady and all this, and I won't stand for it. We are bigger than that. Like we are much much bigger than everybody else. But what the fuck is wrong with my art? What is wrong here? Like, some people are being, like, stern. Not like fucking Howard Stern, It's not a skeuomorphism. I wrote down skeuomorphism on my hand. Because, we want to actually, what's intellectualize. It's, we gotta intellectualize. That's it. But, there was this mosquito. And, mosquitoes, they like sucking your blood. Well, apparently they're attracted to, fucking, big fucking piles of lard in my blood. But, one landed on my fucking back, and I didn't even know. And he's going and going. And, he's been there for fucking weeks. I think he started a whole fucking family back there, And I'm afraid of rolling over, killing them all. I don't want to kill the fucking poor bastards. You know what I mean? I try to hold my weight. I put my weight behind it. It's all behind me now. But there's this guy, and I always figure weight fluctuates. It goes up and down. It can only get better. Some people get into a car accident and then they put all the weight back on. You know what I mean? Because then you become like car resistant, so or vehicle resistant, because you're ready for like a car crash and stuff. Like you have so much fat it cushions the blow. Well, here's the thing about that is you get it after, which is a shame. You're already in a car crash and you wish you're a big fat guy, and then you become car resistant. You want to be car resistant? That was my accidental zipping a bobbing. You man become car resistant, but look, become Bill Cosby. You don't ever want to go full Bill Cosby, so you don't. Zipping a bobbing, I'm ready to go on the road, and Take a roll, a big chocolate fat roll, big fat Albert. But the other day there was this fella I was talking to, and he said, I can't find my keys, and he's fucking drunk, just sitting in his car with was in his car and everything. He's like driving around like I can't find my car keys. It's like, what? But I am here to settle the debate once and for all. Who are the better drivers? Is it the men or is it the ladies? What about robots? Well, let's have a look. We're going to take a look now. Prepare for this, the self-driving car.
To tell you about a self-driving vehicle crashed in Arizona this afternoon. The vehicle was operated by Waymo. You can see some significant damage to the self-driving van right there, as well as a passenger vehicle. Now, police say the van was in auto mode with a driver behind the wheel when this happened, and this is the second known crash like this in the Phoenix area in the past 2 months. We let you know about a self-driving Uber vehicle that hit and killed a pedestrian back in March.
Well, there you have it. Even the robots can't even fucking drive. These cars now have like a thirst for blood. These bloodthirsty robot cars. And, they can't go to jail. Like, what are they gonna do? Bring the car into the courtroom? It doesn't even have like a right to. It's not even fucking human being. Like, what reason did you drive into someone? Well, you see, Your Honor, it was a locomotive. What? But it was making me think. Remember the Mythbusters? Yeah, Jamie Heineman. He looked like a walrus. He had like a walrusy mustache and glasses. I don't think walruses wear glasses. And then the other guy. Well, I can't remember his name. So remember they had that those accident, the crash test dummy, and they do all these tests with the crashing of cars and shit. Well, because this is a clip show now, I'll show you. Here's another. Oh fuck! There's a clip. That's not the car exploding. These are the Mythbusters. See? Oh, he doesn't wear glass. He does. He wears a French beret. But that's not important. I used to watch this show all the time.
No destination.
What the fuck happened? What happened to the car? It's just fucking gone into smithereens. But I remember I had something good, to talk about. I had something really good. Like it was the funniest thing ever. I said I'd write it down, and then I look now and it just says write that down, which is a shame. But listen, what we're going to talk about is what about them super powerful influencers, and their giant cars. Well, before you know it, just fucking roll the clip. I can't do this.
I'm on an Autobahn right now. So the Autobahn, you can drive as fast as you want.
It looks like you've been in a crash.
That's my fucking
My phone
car.
will trigger emergency SOS if you don't respond.
Oh my god!
POV, you crashed a formulated car.
See, I'm just going straight. No, we're not. I'm spinning.
HS has fucking walked off. Left his McLaren and walked off. Fucking hell.
I'm most likely going to crash this car. Oh! Oh! No! 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 No fucking way! Oh my gosh! There's no fucking Michael here. Alright guys, I just totaled my McLaren. It is completely cooked right now. I don't know what to do. Look, all the parts are right here.
That was a car wreck crash. Collision. A collision happened. I don't know what other giant words can we use. It was a convulsion. It was I had a really big, my brain was it was like 100 times the size it fucking was before I started fucking streaming. I'll tell you that. But maybe we'd be better off without anyone driving, these under the influencers. They make me sick. But remember this, there used to be like a car, these cars would come to life, and you had Herbie, and it was like a self-aware car, and sometimes it'd be self-conscious, you know what I mean? And it would go away, it'd get like embarrassed and stuff. So let's see here. Do I have a clip of that? Fuck, I don't have a clip. But I do have this other thing. Yeah, there's a new trend. It's called lux maxing, isn't it? Well, I believe this is a lux maxer here, posted by Hideo Kojima. and it says very. I don't know what that is, but this is the optimal. You know, you want to fucking set. You have one fucking. Want to have one fucking hot ass. That's what you want. You want to look like that, I guess. There we go. But what was I trying to say? You know, but I have a clip. I have the link. I'm not doing a good job. I have a link. Before that, play a bit of this. Okay, Gary, you need to shut Gary up. So instead of Gary, this is Herbie. So Herbie's whole little shtick was that there's nobody in it. It's like a self-driving car before self-driving cars. There's just no one in it, and the whole premise was just like, what the fuck? A car came to life. It's got a mind of its own. It's just rolling around, and then it goes for like a clean. It goes to have like a wash. So you had that, and then over across the pond, then over in England, you had this fucker is called Brum. Is a children's mascot, I guess. This is this old-timey, oh no, he's gonna knock over all the cokes. Does he knock over all the cokes? We'll see now.
Don't want any accidents with our piles, do we?
Oh no, they fucking ruined the joke already. Does he knock over it? A single can. But he's gone shopping. No, you see, they tricked you. They made you want to think that Brum was going to knock over the cans, but actually he saved it, see? See, he's got little eyes and move.
Well steered, little car.
They're not freaked out or anything. It's a fucking sentient fucking car. What happens here? Some purple goo.
Wheels and wipers.
Oh no.
Wipers. I can't steer.
He knocked over all the bog roll. Wow. It's disappointing. But, you know, I think, you know, fuck all that shit. I think horses are the future. These horses, you know, they're amazing. What I love about horses is, it's not, because, I don't know, but what I love about horses is without, like a jockey, or like a person, you know, they're self-driving. You know what I mean? Also, the fuel, you don't even need to feed, you just feed them carrots. You don't even need to fuel them up or anything. And they eat grass and they eat hay. And the difference between them and a self-driving car is a horse, like, you know, will let you off anywhere. And like if you wanted to or not, it'll like leave you wherever. And also it won't be racist. Also, what was I gonna say? Because, like, a self-driving car, you know, I guess they could add the racism later in, like, an update. But, if it's that or the taxi guy, you know what I mean? But these farmers, there's these farmers doing a fuel protest at the moment. Like, and I saw it, I was watching it, and they go, we've no money, we've got no money to leave. You know, they spent all their remaining fuel money getting to the protest. And the protest was about how expensive the fuel was, you know? But do you remember Norman Lear? So this fucking guy, he only like, he died a few years back. And the guy used to fly aeroplanes, aerofoils. He used to fly planes over and he'd bomb the Germans. World War II, like the big one. So then after that, he drops like another bombshell in the way of the family sitcom, like All in the Family. They had the Jeffersons, Sanford and Son. Guy lives to fucking 101 years old. So I guess the secret to a long and happy life, some would say, is like family, or maybe it's laughs. But I think for him it was bombing the Germans. Whereas King Lear, he led the most miserable life ever. You know what I mean? Had one of the worst fucking. He had three daughters. Two of them hated his fucking guts. And they say Shakespeare, Shakespeare, he didn't even write the fucking frilly fucking fruity plays. It was like it was a black lady. So in school they're going to teach you it was actually William Shakespeare hyphen some black lady wrote the Shakespeare plays, like Macbeth and all the other ones that people don't care about. It's all ye old. Guy's fucking dead like 100 billion years now. Who fucking gives a shit about fucking Shakespeare? Show's over fucking Shakespeare. I remember there was this play on and it was like a Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat. And I was like, what the fuck? That's some sissy fucking frilly shit. I don't want to go to that. And then I didn't go. And then someone else went. And then I was like, how was the play? It's like, oh, it was depressing. I was like, what? It's like, how is it depressing? It's about his Technicolor. It's like his rainbow coat. Like, no, that's just the start. So at the start, it's these 7 brothers and they're jealous. Joseph, he gets his this is the Old Testament. He gets a rainbow jacket or coat, so unique. Even back then. So he's like Liberace or something, and so everybody makes fun of him because he's got a rainbow coat and they don't, and all this. Well, anyway, the fucking long and short of it is they sell him into slavery. Yeah. And bad things happen. I think he gets fucked up the ass and all this. But it's a really fucking, it's a daring, like, treatise. It's a very fucking depressing tale of slavery. And I thought it was just some fucking, like, some gay play about a guy's cloak. So there you have it. And anyway, what the fuck was the point? What was I even fucking on about? Oh, I saw a thing. I thought it was, those lesbians. They used to be out and about and proud. Those. Like Ellen. Like, she was the leader of the pack, and she was like 10 years ago, like all you could hear about was Ellen this, Ellen that. And the lesbians were everywhere with their multicolored hair and their pungent smell and their stench and their hairy armpits. Because, they don't like men. They go the opposite. And they don't want to wear makeup and perfume, all that. But, I always thought I liked lesbians because they're far more attractive in the pornos than real life. And then I hear today, you go, did you hear about the WW community? And I was like, what? The WW2IAL blah blah blah. Do you know that? So apparently what it stands for dead and missing Indigenous women. So they're fucking hanging out with the lesbians and the gays. Fucking corpses. Not only is it inclusive of living people, it's also inclusive of the deceased. And what's more fucking, the stench of fucking corpses is fucking way worse. So not only are they dead, but some of them are missing. You know what I mean? But anyway, the lesbians, they used to be in charge, charting their course. And, what happened? Because they lost the lead, Ellen used to be dancing for them, and now she's in England, tending bushes. Big, bristly, burly bushes. You know what I mean? So that's a shame. And then you had, if you didn't like her, you also had the guy from Glee or something. You had James Corden, remember him? And his, he had like a lesbian haircut too, didn't he? he had like a Pringle hair. Someone once described to me he had like Pringle hair, is what he had. But I don't care for him. And where is he now anyway? He's not doing that carpool the car thing. He's not doing that thing in the cars anymore. You know what I mean? That's what I thought he'd be doing. But yeah, there's Brum. You saw Brum. And we saw, what was that other thing? Herbie. Yeah, Herbie. But speaking of drives and stuff, I've got the Masters are on, you know, the golf Masters. I've been watching a bit of that, Rory McIlroy. But my favorite is John Daly, because people kind of, you know, you don't have to be in the best of shape when it comes to playing golf. You also have the seniors division. You know, you have the other league. So you can have the elderly people can play golf still as well, which is good. And you know, people they admire Rory McIlroy and all these other guys, and you know, I appreciate them for what they do, and but they don't inspire me like John Daly does, because not only is he a favorite player of golf, he also he smokes, and he drinks thousands of fucking. He doesn't drink any water. He said he only drinks Diet Coke, but I don't like Diet Coke. But you know, he's a huge fat guy like me, and it just goes to show that like you could be good at anything. It doesn't matter what weight you are, really. But what was I trying to get at is do you think with the Masters that when it comes to it, you know, Tiger Woods, he's, you know, falling on hard ground? Do you think he watches it and he's like, he's fucking sorely reminded, because every time someone goes to tee off, you know, he's reminded of his mistakes? You know, watch this drive. It's like, fuck, you don't have to rub it in. You know what I mean? But what do we got? Also, back to the house, because I want to talk about the video, why we're here. I like Sabrina Carpenter. She's showing me the house, and it reminded me I used to be a door-to-door salesman. See, I would go from door to door, and I'd try and sell them doors. But you know, it never fucking took off because everybody has like a door already. Like some squeakier and hingier than others. But you know, I thought I'd look for like a gap in the market. But it turns out there's no one's looking for doors for like a fucking arch. Like fucking archways and shit. So I had to close. When one door opens, another closes, is all I'm trying to say. Because some doors, while they are, you know, good, or, you know, the architect did a bad job, when some doors close, another opens. That's all I have to say. I forgot that was a thing. Did I talk about my feverish appetite for destruction? Remember Axl Rose? I remember years ago, you know, Axl Rose, he quit drugs, you know what I mean? And, you know, people try and replace, you know, drugs with other stuff, and people say food, you know, food is like a drug, but like food is an addiction. And I was like, yeah, but I don't know anything about. It's the one addiction that you can't quit cold turkey. You know, you can't just stop eating, you know what I mean? Because you fucking perish. But you know, Axl Rose, you know, he replaced. He wasn't even fucking roses, I'll tell you that. But he replaced the like heroin. You know, John Lennon, you know, when he was in that car with Bob Dylan, he called it junk. You know, is like we're on junk. Guess that's where junkie comes from. But MDMA. Do you know what the former name of MDMA was? It was called empathy. And then someone said, "Oh, we should hose people down at concerts with empathy." It's like, what? You want to fucking, or a protest or something? You want to douse them with fucking MDMA? It's a bit fucking weird. So anyway, Axl Rose, he's trying to say "sweet child of mine," and he's holding the mic like he's holding a fucking cheeseburger. And every time he went to, he used to run on the stage. That was his trademark. Like some performance. You have to be kind of fit to do all the running, and he'd run every concert, but he was still gaining weight, and he'd go bright pink. He'd be really like a bright pink pig, and he'd try and sing the high notes of "Sweet Child of Mine," and it looked like he was gonna fucking, gobble a fucking cock or something. It's just gobbling fucking a big fucking. He's just like he was gonna eat the microphone. But years ago, they used to make fun of him for it and be like, "Welcome to McDougal's" and all that shit. Can we take your order, please? Instead of McDonald's. I'm fucking McLovin' it and all that. I saw something to do with McDonald's today, and I can't remember what it was. It's always on people's mind, their franchise. The founder. Michael Keaton and the founder. And he was very detestable in that. Don't like that. But there's no game today. There's no game because let's face it, I was too cowardly to finish Resident Evil Requiem. So fuck that for shit. And I was just thinking about driving. Just thinking about you gotta chart your own course. You gotta get back on the boat. Yeah, tug along the boat. It better not rock the boat. But yeah, I'm fucking starting to get a bit thirsty now. Last time, what did I say? I said something. I said, yeah, my attention span's gone fucking bad. It's like worse than a hummingbird. It's like every time I try and remember something, I forget it. I have a don't forget. I've written down in my hand, don't forget. And I was like, what? Don't forget what? I don't understand it. But, don't tell me we've run the course. I don't think I've been running any course. The only course I run is a full course. Full of ham and cheese sandwiches. Because that to me is... If I only get Brum to get me a delivery... I don't want to fucking interrupt that shit. But what was I thinking about? I was thinking about, that guy's car restricted. I've been telling you the hopping it. I earlier on I slipped into like a Bill Cosby impression by accident. I'm trying to fucking figure out how I did it, because now I try and do it live, it doesn't fucking work at all. And like I said, I don't want to go full fucking Bill Cosby. I don't want to immerse myself in that fucking world where the backstage is fucking worse than what goes on in the front. Don't go back there. You don't want to hip it, and make sure you don't lay your drink down. Now that was far fucking better. Remember, don't go full Bill. Don't ever go full Bill. Remember Little Bill? He had Little Bill and he had Fat fucking Albert. Remember Fat Albert? I used to watch Fat Albert, the cartoon. Used to be on all the fucking time. I watch a lot of different shows, so I did, growing up. But I wasn't really much for the sitcoms, you know what I mean? Because all the sitcoms, revolve around family. You had well, everybody loves Chris, but then you also had everybody hates Raymond, and then you also had Two and a Half Men, and then you had The Simpsons. And I like The Simpsons because you know, they're yellow, and the thing about it was, it's like, you know, Charlie Sheen, you know, it turned out he was doing, he's like cocaine and stuff, you know, and then Two and a Half Men ended. It was just one man and a half, I guess. But what I was also trying to say, like, I was never really into watching, you know, like the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. You know, people would watch all those, like, How I Met Your Mother and all that, and you know, at school and stuff, you know, they go, "Did you watch the episode of How I Met Your Mother?" And I was like, "That's fucking rude." You know what I mean? Because your mama jokes and stuff were really popular back then as well. But here's the thing: I've noticed a stark change in, you know, because I remember I used to watch you know, videos at home on the family laptop. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be really fucking slow, and you know, you barely get time on it. And then when you did, you know, you're it's kind of like it's not secret, but it felt not malicious, but it felt not seedy. Excuse me. It felt like not wrong, but it felt like kind of what's the word? Like not guilt, but shameful, because you know, you, like, if you play like a game or something at home, the game would take ages to load, and then it'd show your reflection. You know what I mean? Because the game had to load to go to a black screen, and you just see how you looked, and you're like, I want to go outside. But so you watch a video, and then something funny would happen in the video, and then I go to school and I tell my friends, and I tell them, and then none of them would laugh. And they're like, "Oh, just look it up. It's on YouTube. You know, watch it on there." And like, I don't know if I got the time to do that, or I'll put it on the list, and they never fucking do. And but you know, you had to tell you couldn't just show, because there's no internet on your phone. Didn't have fucking phone internet. Nobody got a phone fucking dial up. Got no goddamn phone internet connection. Don't got a speed dial. Don't got no booty call. But what was I trying to say? Something about big fat fucking ham hocks. I was talking about ham hocks or something. All this talking is just making me fucking hungry. My voracious appetite is going. But you want to show somebody something, you had to tell us, you know. And also TV shows. If you missed a TV show, like you're watching like Lost, or if you were watching Breaking Bad before it went to Netflix, you know, this is before Netflix. You know, you don't want to go to school next day and you didn't watch it because they go, "Did you watch it? Because we're going to talk about it right now." You're like, "Oh, fuck, I didn't watch it." He's like, "Did you like the episode where he threw the pizza on the roof?" And I just lie and be like, "Yes, I remember that." What about the teddy bear? Remember the teddy bear thing? Wasn't that weird with the teddy bear? I was like, yeah, that was real weird with the pink teddy bear pig balloon thing. And they're like, there was no pink balloon thing. I was like, there wasn't? Oh. But, you know, if you missed a TV show, you know, that was it. Unless someone had a recording thing and recorded it for you, you had to have been sad and watch it at the same time, do you know what I mean? And you couldn't just watch it on your phone like in school. But, you know, things were different because nowadays there's like a billion different streaming. You know, streaming, so you never miss anything. It's like, did you watch that show? It's like, I don't know, where is it on? It's like, it's on the Hulu. It's on Hulu channel. It's on Hubbub. It's on Dinkley. And you're like, what the fuck are all these... If you want to watch Scooby-Doo, it's on the Blinkley channel. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And you have to have a subscription, you have to pay. And it's worse than fucking like a cable TV used to be. You know, you had to pay a certain amount of money to watch, you know, all these different channels. And now you have this thing on your phone and you watch like a billion things in a day. And someone said to me, in 20 minutes you could watch like, what was it, like 80 to 100 videos It's like, wow, 80 to 100 videos. And in that time, you know, your brain's going crazy. It's going from like scared and to happy to, you know, it's going through a billion different emotions. Like it's fucking burning your brain. It's a brain rot. And then, so in 2 hours, that's 800 to 1,200 different types of videos. That's not good. That's not good at all. And then you ask your friends, like, do you remember what did you watch? And you go, I don't know, fucking hell, a bunch of shit. It's like going back to watching TV, but you don't remember it. He's just fucking wide-eyed. You know, like Jack Nicholson and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You know? It's fucking mental. What the fuck? Thank you for they're after taking some money out of my phone for this subscription. Wow. That's great. I like to write down like things that I find funny now on my phone. So let's see if I have any on the phone. Yeah. So I was watching this is true. I was watching, you know, TV. I was watching Dancing with the Stars. And then this big burly, like this big buster comes out, and you know, she's fierce and she's determined, you know. And she's a bit on the hefty side. But she, you know, like she knows like the Matilda, she knows where the Matilda cake is. But you know, she's determined though, and she's like she is on the hefty side, all sides of her. I think so. I think cats are fucking mauling each other out there. What the fuck? So you know, they come out and you know, on skates or something, and you know, also this fella, he's like a stick. He's got like no muscle like at all. He's just pencil arms. And you know, they're dancing, she's tumbling and like bellowing past him. So now at this part of the song, like the climax of the song, they go for like a lift, and you know, I'm dreading it, and everybody's like kind of like doing that like you know, grimace. You have a grimace face. And the guy's face just goes pale white, and his eyes go glassy, and like he's struggling to lift her off her feet to go because of her cankles, and so anyway, she falls on top of him, and you know, the crowd are like holding their breath, but not as much as, you know, her, but I don't want to see that. But what I want to see is Eating with the Stars. You know, I'd rather watch that, Eating with the Stars. I prefer to watch that. Anyway, to me though, you know, you gotta be careful because, you know, success, you know, they say success is like a drug. You just, you know, you can't get enough of it. You know, success is like an addiction, you know, many can't do without. You want to keep living that high, and then when nothing works, you know, you're in the bowels, you know, the doldrums of depression. Like nothing you do seems to bring that high back of success. So like, what is success? Like you chase it like it's a high, but like it's fleeting. Like it might come back, you know, but it's a slippery mistress. It's not going to stay around, you know, see ya, you know, bye. You know, the quiet success, you know, of peace, you know, silent happiness only for yourself. That's the type of success people chase. So if you've already got it, you know, don't let it go. And also, you ever watch The Chase on... here's the problem with that. If you want to chase your dreams, make sure you're fucking fit, because you're going to run out of breath, you know, and try and chase your fucking dreams. Like, the only way you're going to achieve that is if you sit down and watch the fucking Chase. The fucking TV show. You know what I mean? But I like to wear a smile, you know, on my face, you know. I like to wave. I like to wave to people, especially ones that fucking hate my guts. You know what I mean? But I've showed a good show. I've showed as much as I can. I wrote down things on my hand, because remember, we are in a post-laugh world now. So we're in post world. So we are. But anyway. I'm gonna have to give myself the boot. Or get up and walk around or something. It's all about mental health and physical fucking health. Just everything's a walk now. The only walk I like is the one to the fucking donut shop. And even then it's fucking horrible having a fucking walk to get that. But what was I trying to say? All my material, I said I got my material off the fucking comments. There's no comments. So that's fucking great. I got nothing. But people always say to me, don't drink, if you're depressed. Alcohol is but it can be he's a drinking problem. But alcohol isn't a problem. It's a solution. I don't like that. I don't like that laugh. What about this laugh? That's not a laugh. That's not a laugh.
Okay, then I quit as your son.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the laugh I like to listen to. The screams of the damned. Some people like to go fucking crazy and they start saying they hear voices. I just play a soundboard, so I do. When I'm bored, I sound. I make a sound. I had this brilliant joke lined up, and I thought of it, and I laughed earlier on, something about mosquitoes or something. And it was way better than the one I told earlier with those mosquitoes. Oh my god, you should have seen it. It was going to spread like a fucking disease. Everybody would be telling it. But remember when Mussolini he drained the fucking the malaria swamps, and then they hung him in the fucking street. They said he was a horrible fascist pig. That's what they say, is men are like fascist pigs. And I don't want to stay around. I'd like to go to Chaperone's fucking sty. Like, see what's mucking about in there. I would be going around sniffing for fucking truffles and all that shit. That's what I say. I don't want a skinny. I don't want no Taylor Swift fucking, break in half fucking, stick thin kind of woman. I like the fucking type of woman that, knows, there's dessert. Knows, fucking where the muffins are. And shit. Greg's. Fucking Greg's. But I hope you appreciate the art. This is not my art. I put it up there because I know what the fuck else to put up on the back of the stream. And then the AI tells me that's a bad idea. I wanted to put up a watercolor painting of like a phone box. Because my phone box joke always does well. And my phone booth joke, I should say. I already fucked it up. But my phone booth joke always goes down well. But now people don't know what a phone booth is. So I have to get fucking new material. And I don't know what to do. Because, it takes me fucking a long time to use the internet to find a fucking new joke. I got no more new jokes. That's a shame. Anyway. Is there anything of fucking note left? The gender war? I spoke about it. I spoke about the gender war and the self-driving cars. I was working on a joke there and I can't think of nothing. I can't get the car started anymore. What about Derek Jeter? What's Derek Jeter doing? I wonder what he's up to. What about Mickey Rooney? What's Mickey Rourke? Sorry, Mickey Rourke. I think Mickey Rooney's gone. Mickey Rooney. And the guy from The Price is Right? That guy lives to 100, and now he's fucking gone. Doesn't matter how much fucking money you have or whatever. And then why is it in England? In England it's pretty fucking bad. They had these game shows where they have them and they broadcast them to everybody. And it's like they're playing for £1. Talk about fucking getting shafted up the fucking ass. Up the fucking hole. And now I saw even fucking worse one. It says they're playing for 1p. And then, get this, they don't even get 1p, they get nothing. They walk away from, you know, being humiliated on these game shows, and they get no money. It's like they don't even get 1p. It's ridiculous. Going on a game show for 1p. And I know this, you know, it's a tough gig. It's a tough gig economy. Well, I know a guy that, you know, he works behind Poundland, and he says he does 12 quid a man. Whatever that fucking means. 12 quid a man. It's a real bargain. Bargain Hunt. Remember Bargain Hunt? And then you have Pawn Stars. Let's see. I've Groucho Marx with the 102-year-old man. That's what earlier on, the cigar, you know, the Sabrina with her cigar reminded me of Groucho Marx. People said Groucho Marx was hilarious, and I listened to him. I don't laugh fucking once. Here's Groucho. So this is a 100-year-old man.
You're 100 years old. You got to go again. Well, I'll take one more guess. 650. I'm 102.
Okay, then I quit as your son.
Fucking hell, that's old. That guy was born in 1856. And Groucho Marx has been long fucking dead. You know, no one talking about Groucho fucking Marx. You know what I mean? Isn't it mad that we were... Impact. She left a fucking impact of that man's fucking face on the fucking ground. It's crazy. Vehicular manslaughter. It's a horrendous fucking thing, you know? Because they consider you not even a person. They call you a pedestrian. You know, you're not even a fucking person. You're not even a fucking thing. But as usual on the show, I like to call it a show even though it's not a show, we're going to be back. And here is a stolen image I stole. And I'm going to play some music, and then when I come back, we'll do jokes. Let me find some fucking good music then.
Así no.
Hey, and we are back. That's it. We're back. Take that off, and that it took ages to get that fucking going. The band was stalling. I think. Is it? Wait, I was just making sure my microphone wasn't muted. I've done that before where I left it and it was muted for like the whole fucking stream. I was like doing, when I first started, I did like an hour or something, a stream for like an hour or like an hour and a half, and then like, hello? Someone goes, hello? And I was just like, what? I'm like, oh my god. My friend Joe would say he sat on the mic. You don't want to fucking mic up your ass? You don't want to fucking mic up your hole? That's what I would say is your hole. I don't say your ass, your hole. You get that microphone at your ass. Take that microphone at your ass, boy. Take that microphone at your hole. But I'm not here to tell you about that. But on that break, I was reminded of a clip. And I'll show you what the clip was about. Because there's this sitcom. So, sitting comedy, I guess. Sitcom. And I was listening to the Bob Dylan show. There's one show talking about another show. It's like a multi-dimensional fucking cross-reference show. It's not Turning Point USA. It's not fucking Nicholas J. Fuentes' show or Alex. Does Alex Jones still have a show? That was a show in itself. Fucking Alex Jones getting angry every fucking goddamn fucking minute of the day. So I got this clip and someone recorded off their TV. So sorry about the quality. But I was reminded of it. Check this out. Because, and for reference, there was a whole thing about the moon recently. You know, the moon mission.
There's only one thing, Ralph, that's missing from my Disneyland. Only one thing. The world of tomorrow. I have nothing from the world of tomorrow.
You want the world of tomorrow, Alice? Want the world of tomorrow? I'll give you the world of tomorrow. You're going to the moon!
So in the Honeymooners, they finally got to the bit where he goes, "You're going to the moon." I don't think they actually get to go on the moon. Unless they got Randy Newman or something to do the score. Get Randy Newman to bring you to the moon. And apart from that, there was a, like, who knew this? That David Lynch made his own cartoon. Yes, a David Lynch cartoon. What would that look like? Well, he animated this all by himself. It's called Dumbland. I thought I would watch a bit of Dumbland. And you'll enjoy a bit of this. Can you see Dumbland? Well, you see it now. And that's episode 1 of Dumbland. So if you're interested in watching all of them, they're like it's like 30 minutes. And I wonder if how did the humor translate over to fucking the French? Like all the is it French or duck fuckers like common in France? What? It's interesting. So there's that. Where's my like little thing that tells you? That's not it. I have another one. Is it this one? No. Fuck, I should have set this up properly. Fuck. Don't tell me I fucking deleted it. I don't change anything on this. I leave it all the fucking same. This is it's not good. Alright, I'm gonna have to come back with it. I think that works. I'm sorry to interrupt. Miles Davis. That's who it was. Miles Davis. So it's time for the jokes, I guess. It's time for the jokes. That's it. Here's the first joke, I guess. I read things and you listen. Why did I sound like that? The new Michael Jackson film has been rated for all ages, but will not include the child abuse allegations part. A huge disappointment to just Michael Jackson fans and pedophiles everywhere. Why did I say just? Also, next thing, it says manosphere. I don't have It just says manosphere. I don't have any... It's no joke here. A fisherman figured out how to beat women at their own game. He casts a line with no bait, and he's coined the term as fishing for attention. Okay. Mila Jovovich has released a new way to store memory for AI in a more efficient manner using what she's dubbed the Mind Palace. Now, this might be wrong of me to say that I was mad at her for using AI, but then I remember she was Mila Jovovich. Now, while many argue and debate different gender roles, the only roles I care about are hot, fresh, and dressed with fried chicken and sauce out of the oven. That's making fun of me. The gender war can seem quite serious until you're behind enemy lines and you end up in bed with the enemy. And then until you wake up and realize it's not the enemy and it's your hairy friend named Paul. War has broken out on The View. However, no one could identify which or who started, but I think it's Whoopi. Whoopi will probably end it as she usually does, by shouting at them broke bitches. And here's women's football has come a long way from its grassroots, showing that they don't need men to have a ball, just to kick one. And Tiger Woods is in a bit of a bind. You know, Tiger was arrested following a crash where his land... Oh, let's not do this one. It's a bit Tiger Woods. I think I did that one last week anyway. And Lisa Kudrow from Friends, she says, you couldn't make friends today. Well, that's great news for loners everywhere. There you go. That does it for today in the jokes. And this is supposed to be a serious show, and not all the jokes are fucking good. None of them were actually good. Not a single fucking one. But we gotta talk about Shakespeare, because Shakespeare is important, and he's taught in schools and shit. But all the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances. This is what somebody on a big video had, so I just stole it. He said, this is why the war of the gender fucking, I don't know, I didn't really understand it, so I'm just gonna read it. And one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms, and then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face. What? Creeping like snail, unwilling to school. With a... what? And then the lover, sighing like furnace. Jesus Christ. With a woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow. Then a soldier full of strange oaths. He's full of oaths? And bearded like the pard, jealous in honour, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation, even in the cannon's mouth. And then the just... it makes no fucking sense. Oh, in fair round belly. I understand that. Big round belly. With good cap and lind. What? With eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances. And so he plays his part. The 6th age shifts into the lean, and I would never shift into the lean, and slippered pantaloon. Oh. With spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose well salved, a world too wide, for his shrunk shank and his big manly voice. And I have fucking that. Turning again toward childish treble, pipes and whistles in his sound, last scene of all, that ends this strange eventful history, is second childishness and mere oblivion. Sam teeth sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. Sans food? Yeah, all this fucking talking of food has just got me fucking hungry. So I have. I'm gonna go hang around fucking Chaperone's house if you want to come. Also, next song on the list is The Watermelon Man by Herbie Hancock. And it's been remastered in 2007. But, you know how that's gonna fucking go if we play that. So I play, from the top, let's play Sabrina. We're gonna play the Sabrina Carpenter thing, and I'm gonna go. Until next time.
I'm on the Autobahn right now. So the Autobahn, you can drive as fast as you want.
It looks like you've been in a crash.
That's my fucking
iPhone
car.
will trigger emergency SOS if you don't respond.
Oh my god.
POV, you crashed a forming late car.
See, I'm just going straight. No, we're not. I'm spinning.
HS has fucking walked off. Left his McLaren and walked off. Fucking hell.
I'm most likely going to crash this car. Oh! Oh! No! 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 No fucking way! Oh my gosh! There's no fucking Michael here. Alright guys, I just totaled my McLaren. It is completely cooked right now. I don't know what to do. Look, all the parts are right here.
Ooh.